One of the biggest causes of accidents are slip and falls. They range from pretty minor kind of incidences, you fall down, get a bump and bruise, to really major life-altering kind of injuries. I got some insight into some of the reasons for this and what we can do about it some years ago when I was watching my dog on the ice, and he had one foot go out, one paw slip, and nothing happened. He had 3 other ones to stabilize him. So then I realized that the root of the problem is that humans are bipedal. We walk on 2 legs. And when you think about it, we're really unstable. 2/3 of our body weight is above our waist. So it's a minor miracle that we can just stand and not fall over. Our brain has to send messages down to stabilizing muscles in the legs just to keep us upright. So it's a real challenge just to stand, much less on slippery conditions. And also a factor is the way that we walk. So what we do is we push off on the toe on the rear foot, and then on the front foot we land on the heel. So when we get a slippery situation, walking upright, top heavy, pushing off on the toe on the back foot, when it's slippery there, that foot can slip out and we fall forward. And walking and landing on the front foot on the heel, if it's slippery right there where that foot lands, that foot will go forward and will tend to fall down backward. So another time then, after I kind of had this revelation, I was parked along a river that had some ice in it, and I saw another bipedal animal, another animal that walks on 2 legs, coming out of the water in the river and walking up onto the ice. And of course that was a duck. The ducks walk on 2 legs like people, but the duck didn't seem to have any problems. He was very stable, no slip and fall issues. So I realized that people need to walk like a duck if they want to walk safely when it's really slippery out there. So the first thing a duck has going for it is a low center of gravity. It's not top heavy like a person. So the first part of the duck walk is to lower your center of gravity by bending the knees. You get down low. You already feel more stable. The next thing that a duck has going for it are webbed feet. If you think about a human's feet, they're long and narrow. They're designed for forward locomotion. They're not really designed for stability. So to make like a duck's feet, after we get our center of gravity down low, we need to point our toes out, kind of like webbed feet. A lot more stable compared to having them together. Also, I kind of thought in the unlikely event a duck were to take a slip, I'm thinking he would just put a wing out like that and catch himself. So we need to have our wings out. And that's also kind of like a tightrope walker. When you get a little mass out away from the body, it really stabilizes things. And then the next thing is to take a little baby duck step. So a duck isn't taking these big steps. A duck takes little small steps forward like that. So that's the duck walk. So if you think about it, what that does, taking those little baby steps, is it eliminates the toe-heel walk that humans normally do. So flat-footed, little baby steps, you're not going very far forward on each one, really reduces your likelihood of taking a slip. Now, some people might be a little embarrassed to do the duck walk. I think you should do the full duck walk whenever you think it's appropriate. But you can also do a modified duck walk if you need to. So just bend your knees a little bit, get your hands out, stable, get your toes pointed out a little, and then take the baby steps. Okay? So in the wintertime when you're walking, there's ice, you try to pick the safest route, walk your normal walk when there's not a hazard. So, just do your normal thing. But then when you come to a slippery spot, lower your center of gravity. Point the toes out, get your wings out, and take the little baby steps until you're clear of the area, and then do your walk again. So that's it. That's the duck walk. It's had pretty good success in keeping people from falling in the winter, and give it a try. Thanks.